How we doing tonight, folks? Welcome to the Land Timber Stream. Hope you're doing well. This is my day number 480 vlogging the journey towards that CCIE number. So I'm just going to give a quick update in the vlog. I have a lab here kicking off very soon. I'm going to be doing TA-20. This is my last Cisco expert level training lab, troubleshooting lab from the workbook. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that, and I'll probably work on that through tomorrow. It's slated for 2 hours each of these. They take me longer. They're not as long as they used to, but as I go up in number, they're getting more and more difficult. So, but that's good. That's what we want. We're getting ready for the big exam. I've got 46 days. It looks like until my exam date. So around 6 weeks, less than 6 weeks, something like that. So yeah, just to give a quick update. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is the Dorian. We'll get this little thing called Dorian coming for us. I live about where that number 1 is, category 1. So if that's category 1, we'll be okay. Might lose power, some things like that, but hopefully not. The last hurricane, I think it was Irma, ended up being a 2 or a 1, I forget, when it hit. And we didn't lose power. In fact, a large portion of where I live did not lose power, but doesn't mean it won't happen again. So we're making preparations. But anyway, yeah, this is where I'm at. So I finished CA-20, now working on TA-20. And as you can see, all I have left are CA-21 through 25. These are not going to be easy. These are configs, though. And we'll see. I mean, I'm supposed to be, let's see, September 1st. Yeah, I'm not going to have these. I don't think I'll have these done by Sunday, but it's a 3-day weekend. So we'll see if I can maybe get caught up a little bit and get back to schedule, which would be awesome. It would be great. I got the multicast part right on CA-20. Happy about that. Finished it yesterday. I got... of course, HSRP, those last few sections, I got all the points on those. It was kind of cool. I felt pretty good about that. I think that's the first probably the first multicast lab I got, or maybe the second or third that I got right without, getting any points deducted. Hey, Colonel Panic, how are you? Good day to you as well. Thank you very much. We will stay safe for sure. I actually have relatives who live... I have some in the Panhandle of Florida. I have some in Alabama, in Georgia. We're all kind of a Southern family, but yeah, they've all said, you can come stay here. So we've got options there, but we may not need to do that. We'll just kind of see what happens. We'll be watching the tracker, so yeah, we'll be watching that. But thank you very much for that. But yeah, so. Had some interesting... I was unable to stream last night because I had to work. There was a change we wanted to do in a non-prod environment, but having to do with routing and a firewall, and I didn't know it was going to be scheduled for when it was, so we ended up scheduling it earlier than we thought, so unable to stream. But yeah, Azure routing is still maturing. I mean, it's still... there's some really cool things about it that I like, and there's a lot, of course, when I'm comparing it to how we do traditional routing with, internal routing protocols, IGPs, like EIGRP, OSPF. Azure routing is nothing like that. It does, of course, support traditional BGP routing in certain places, but your typical virtual network routing... yeah, it does support BGP routes, even down to like the subnet level. You can apply route tables, by the way. You can apply routes at to your subnets in your virtual networks. So BGP routes will propagate to those subnets, and I won't get into all the detail. But anyway, it's just really interesting about how Azure devices obtain the routes and how you test the routes. That's the one thing that they still don't have a lot of good visibility on. Like you can't do a show route on a virtual network like the switch per se. Now their traditional design is you put like jump boxes. In other words, a virtual machine. Now with the virtual machine, you actually have a lot more tools in a subnet or virtual network than you do on the virtual network or subnet itself. Yeah, so as long as you put a virtual machine in there and you can query the virtual machine interface, the VNIC, about what routes it has, and do connectivity testing and things like that. So it's kind of interesting, but yeah, I'm learning more and more and enjoying it. But yeah, CA-20 is done. Got multicast right. TA-20 is teed up. In fact, I've already scheduled my time in Cisco Expert Labs. I have over 100 hours still. So it's great. I've gotten through like 20. This will be my 20th lab done. Although I didn't start at 20. What did I start with? Yeah, 11. So what is that? 11 labs total. And I was projected to have, okay, I adjusted this budget. I was trying to budget my lab hours. And I'm better. I'm actually about, I have more than this. I think I have like 106 hours. So we're ahead of our budget. We should have plenty. I left plenty of room down here for doing these big labs in that environment. And if I don't pass, looks like I'll have some hours left over to use if I have to make a second or a third attempt. I'll be able to redo some of these labs if I need to. Anyway, that's all I've got tonight, folks. I don't stream Friday nights. I take Friday night off from streaming. I will be labbing, though. Labbing. I'll be labbing this weekend. And again, it's a 3-day weekend. Monday might be dealing with a hurricane. Might not have power. And I might take some labbing precautions in that regard. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out. Good to see you, Colonel Panic, in the chat. Y'all have a great night. Have a great weekend. It's Friday Eve. Don't forget. So take some good vibes. Use some, turn them into good bits in your labs and your study. And if you're scrambling for an exam like me, I wish you the best. Sending you through the universe here telepathically, just nothing but good bits and good outputs. So thanks so much for hanging out. We shall see you back here soon here in the Land Tamer stream. Have a good night.